So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to see the second problem of weekly contest 288. That is, minimize result by adding parentheses to expression. So I hope that you have read the problem statement and understood it. But in case if you are in doubt, we will see the problem using the example and we will try to form an approach. So let's see the example one. So we have given the input expression as this string, and you can see that the string is divided in two parts. That is, the first part contains the character that lie on the left hand side of the plus sign, and the second string contains the character that lie on the right hand side of the plus sign. What the problem is asking is, like, we have to put a pair of parentheses in this string, and that must be a valid mathematical expression, and when we evaluate that expression it should be the smallest possible value. So let's see the example in detail to form an approach. So here is our given example, and we just have to put a pair of parentheses such that the first, that is the opening parenthesis, must be present in the first part of the string, and the ending parenthesis must be present after the plus sign, that is the second part of the string. And if you try to form all the possible combination, you will see that it will be six valid mathematical expression for this string. And if we try to generalize this, like, we can generalize all of these string in this form. First string, that is a, will be the list of characters that lie before the starting parenthesis. Then the string b and c will be basically equal to the character that will lie between the parentheses but that are separated by the plus sign, and the string d will be equal to the character that are coming after the ending parenthesis. And we just have to evaluate the string, and whenever we got the smallest value we just have to update our result string that will contain the output of our problem. So we will try to solve this problem step by step. So first we will generate all these possible valid mathematical expression, and then we will evaluate all these mathematical operation individually, and whenever we get the smallest value we will update our result string. So let's move in the code editor to implement our approach. So as discussed, first we will make two string a and b such that the string a will contain the character that is coming before the plus sign, and the string b will contain the character that lie on the right hand side of the plus sign. After that we will make a variable ans of type long, and it will initially equal to the int max. It will basically hold the evaluated value of any expression. After that we will make a string res that will hold our output answer. After making all the required variable, we will start filling string a and b. So for that we will run a for loop in the expression string, and we will create a bool type variable flag that will be initially equal to false. Why? Because initially the character must be appended on the string a, so that is why I have taken the value of flag as false. So whenever we see the plus sign in the expression, we will toggle the value of flag and it will start appending character to the string b. So after the end of the loop we will get the required string a and b. And now it's time for us to generate the valid mathematical combination of parentheses. So for that we will run a nested for loop such that the outer for loop will run on the string a where our opening parenthesis must present. So string temp1 will basically equal to addition of two string t1 and t2. The string t1 is basically the list of character that lie before the opening parenthesis, and the string 2 is basically the characters that are lying after the opening parenthesis. And for each position of the opening parenthesis we must create the possible combination for the ending parenthesis in the second part of the string. So for that we will again run a for loop in the string b, and we will do the similar operation like we have done for the string a, and finally we will get the string temp2 that will contain the valid mathematical expression using the pair of parentheses. After that we will make a variable c that will be of integer type, which will basically hold the evaluated value of the expression temp2, and we will compare if the value of c is less than our answer that we have initialized it to int max. So whenever the value of c is less than ans, we will reinitialize the value of ans as c, because it is the minimum value we have seen till now, and we will update our res that contains the output expression. So let's try to implement this function eval that will evaluate the value of the expression. So as discussed, the function eval will contain four strings a, b, c, and d. Like we have seen that we can generalize all the expression in the form a, b, c, and d, and then we will try to evaluate it. After this, we will break the string s into four part, that is a, b, c, and d. So for that, I have used a for loop, so that will be running on the string s, and taken two variable of integer type, that is flag and f. So when the value of flag is 1, we will start appending the character in the string a, and whenever we will see the opening parenthesis, that means that it's time for us to append the character in the string b. But when the value of flag will be equal to 2, there will be two cases, like value can be appended to string b or can be appended to string c. So for that we will use the variable f. So whenever the value of f is equal to 0, we will append the character in the string b, and whenever we see the plus sign, we will toggle the value of f. So when f is equal to 1, the character will be start appending in string c, and after that, whenever we see the ending parenthesis, then we will toggle the value of flag equal to 3, and finally the character will start appending to the string d. So after the end of the for loop, we get the string a, b, c, and d. After this, it's time for us to evaluate the expression. So for this, we will do some if else condition. So it is possible that the length of the string a can be 0. Like if you see in this example, the length of string a is 0. So for that, we just have to multiply the string d, the integer value of string d, with the value that will come if we do the addition of string b and c, obviously the integer value of b and c. And these all are the four checks that we have to perform, and after all this we will get the integer value of the expression, and the function will return the value to the variable c, and after c, you know what we are doing. So after all this, after end of the for loop, we will get the required value of the rest string. So we just have to return the rest string in the end. So let's try to run this code. So you can see that it is matching with the expected answer. So let's try to submit it and see what it results. So you can see that it got accepted. So guys, it is one of the way to approach this problem. So I hope that this problem is clear to you, and in case if you are in doubt, you can comment it down. I will resolve it. So that's the end of the video. So let's meet in the new video with a different problem. Till then, happy lead coding.